This is about the house you are staying in. A woman is. My beloved child, listen closely, for this message is not an accident, it has been divinely designed to reach your ears today. This is about the house you are staying in. The place where your feet walk, where your eyes open every morning, and where your spirit longs for peace. Heaven has been watching that place with careful attention, because something about it carries a mystery that you were not meant to miss. A woman connected to that house is not just a face, she carries a story that ties into your destiny. She is not merely walking across your path randomly, she is an instrument of something that will either unlock blessing or reveal truth long hidden. This is why Archangel Michael has stirred the heavens to whisper to you, so you don't take this lightly. My child, your house is not only bricks, walls, and doors. It is an altar of your life, a mirror of your soul, a vessel of your spirit. Every corner of it carries energy. Every window opens to unseen currents of the divine. And this woman, she has placed her energy within its space, knowingly or unknowingly. This is why you have felt sudden shifts in the atmosphere at times. You may have wondered why some nights feel heavy, or why certain mornings feel lighter than others. Heaven is saying that the presence of this woman is a key. She is tied to a secret that connects to your breakthrough. Stay with me, do not scroll away, because the Spirit wants you to remain till the end of this message. Something will be revealed that will make your heart tremble with clarity. You have been searching for answers, sometimes in silence, sometimes in prayer, sometimes in the tears no one else saw. And today, Heaven has chosen to peel back the veil for you. This woman linked to your house, she has been positioned so that her actions reveal what has been hidden from you. She does not come by chance, she comes as a sign. Beloved, I want you to understand this. Your home has been a witness to your battles, your tears, and your whispered prayers. You have walked from room to room asking God for answers. You have laid your head on your pillow carrying questions. And now, finally, Heaven replies. This message is the reply you have been waiting for. It is no coincidence that your spirit felt a pull to stop here and listen. The woman who connects to this place is part of the answer. Heaven is saying, watch closely. Her presence, her words, her movements, they are carrying a clue to your breakthrough. What she tried to cover will no longer be covered. What she tried to keep hidden will rise to the surface. This is the season of unveiling, where even within your own house, what was locked away in secrecy will be brought to light. So stay with me, my beloved child. Do not scroll. Do not skip. This is not just a message, this is a scroll from heaven opening before your eyes. If your heart is open, type "I receive" in the comments, for your agreement seals the revelation. Share this message so others may also be awakened. And if you are new here, subscribe now, because Heaven has more to speak into your life daily, and you cannot afford to miss it. My child, do you realize that every house has a voice? Every house has a memory. Every house carries imprints of the people who step inside it. The woman linked to your house has left an imprint. And this imprint is about to echo back to you. Heaven has seen what was spoken in whispers, what was thought in silence, and what was planted in secret. Nothing escapes divine sight. And now the season has come where you will no longer wonder, you will know. Beloved, God has been guarding you through Archangel Michael. He has been stationed at your doorway, watching the comings and goings. He has seen who crossed your threshold. He has noted the spirit they carried. And the report is this: a woman is tied to this house in such a way that her truth will bring your release. She may have thought she left unnoticed, but heaven noticed. She may have thought her shadow left no trace, but heaven traced it. She may have thought her role was finished, but God says her role is only beginning, because now her actions will unlock what was hidden. My beloved, I need you to stay with me until the end, because the details are unfolding like a letter written directly to you. Do not move away, do not let distraction rob you of this moment. This message is for you and for you alone. Share it so that the enemy's plan to silence you is defeated. Subscribe because more words like this are coming, and each word will be like fire and healing oil poured over your life. My beloved child, lean closer now, for heaven is turning the page of this message, and what is written next is meant to open your eyes even wider. This is about the house you are staying in. It is not just walls and a roof, it is a sacred stage where your destiny is unfolding. The Spirit says, a woman's presence has stirred the air in that place, and her presence carries a story that you cannot overlook. She has entered not just with her feet, but with her energy, and the walls have recorded it. Every house listens, every house remembers, and yours has remembered her. She thought her footsteps would vanish when she left, but the ground has a memory. She thought her words would dissolve into thin air, but the air has carried them into the ears of angels. She thought her silence would protect her, but heaven is now breaking the silence. My child, the woman connected to your home is not an ordinary figure. She has been allowed to cross paths with you for a divine reason. Sometimes she comes in kindness, sometimes she comes in shadow, but always she comes with a thread tied to your destiny. Beloved, you have felt it. The shift in atmosphere when she enters. The sudden change in your own spirit when her presence brushes near. That is not random. Heaven is telling you now, it is a signal. For too long you wondered why you felt certain waves of restlessness or sudden peace depending on her movements. Now the truth is that the woman's actions are not isolated, they are carrying a key. And heaven is saying, stay ready, for this key is about to turn. Listen closely, my child. The Spirit is showing me that the rooms in your house have witnessed tears that you thought no one saw. They have heard prayers you thought were whispered into emptiness. But none of it was wasted. Angels were stationed there. They recorded every syllable, every sigh, every longing. And when the woman moved within that space, heaven noted it. For what she carried in her heart was linked to the very answers you have been waiting for. She may have thought her role was small, but the scroll of destiny has written her as a sign. Do not scroll away now. Do not move your eyes from this message. For what you are about to hear is the kind of truth that reshapes the way you see everything around you. If you are receiving this in your heart, type, "I receive this," in the comments, because when you agree, you activate heaven's release over your life. And I urge you, share this message with someone you care about. Because your house is not the only one heaven is cleansing, there are many who need this same awakening. And if you are new here, subscribe, for every day heaven desires to give you another piece of the scroll, another divine secret, another revelation that will lift you into your blessing. Beloved, the Spirit says, do not despise the little signs. Do not ignore the little whispers. A woman is connected to your house in such a way that even her smallest actions are threads woven into your destiny. She may have entered carrying burdens, she may have entered carrying intentions, but she did not leave unnoticed. The Spirit says, she is carrying something that belongs to you. She is carrying a clue that heaven wants to place back into your hands. And when it returns, the heaviness in your house will lift, and peace like flowing water will fill its rooms. My beloved child, this is why you could never feel fully settled at times in your own house. You would sit in silence but feel something stirring. You would lie on your bed and sense unseen footsteps. It was heaven trying to get your attention, showing you that the atmosphere has been touched by more than just human presence. This is why Archangel Michael was sent to guard the very threshold of your home. His sword burns bright at your doorway, ensuring that nothing unholy can cross in and out without being marked. And he is saying now, the season of silence is over. What was unseen is being revealed, and the woman tied to your home is part of that unveiling. Beloved, every house has seasons. There are seasons of laughter, seasons of trial, seasons of silence, and seasons of revelation. You are entering the season of revelation. Do not miss it. Stay until the end, because what heaven is about to uncover will bring you clarity you have been longing for. The woman's name, her role, her actions, they are tied to a secret you need to know. And the Spirit says, when you finally see it, it will all make sense. My beloved child, the Spirit is not finished speaking. This message is stretching like a golden thread, pulling you closer to the revelation that heaven has prepared for you. The house you are staying in is not ordinary ground. The woman connected to it is not random. She is a marker in your story, a sign in your destiny. And heaven says, do not dismiss what feels small, because small details often carry the greatest answers. Beloved, let me tell you a secret. Every house holds conversations that linger in the air long after voices fall silent. Every wall has ears, every corner has memory. Your house remembers things that even you may have forgotten. And the presence of this woman has left an imprint that the Spirit is now magnifying for you to see. She may have spoken in whispers, she may have moved in shadows, but nothing is hidden from divine sight. The very air of your home carried her words upward, and heaven has now placed them into your hands. You have felt it, haven't you? That quiet pull inside your chest. The sense that something in your space is speaking louder than words. Sometimes you walked from room to room and felt the air shift as if unseen hands had brushed against you. Sometimes you stood at your doorway and felt eyes watching, even when no one was there. My child, that was heaven trying to alert you that your home is not just a shelter, it is a battlefield of energies, a sanctuary of prayers, and a stage for revelation. The woman tied to this house carries with her a piece of the story you've been trying to piece together. She may not know how deeply her role runs, but heaven says, her connection will expose what was hidden and confirm what was whispered in your spirit all along. Her steps have already begun to stir the waters. Her presence has already shaken the air. And heaven is saying, the shift you feel is not your imagination, it is your confirmation. So stay with me, beloved child. Do not scroll. Do not let distraction rob you of this scroll from heaven. For if you remain until the end, clarity will rest upon you like light through a stained glass window. If this is reaching you, type Amen, I receive, in the comments, because when you declare agreement, you activate the very angels who are standing in your home right now. Share this message, for what blesses you can bless another. And subscribe, for heaven is preparing more scrolls that you must not miss in the days ahead. Beloved, hear this carefully. Archangel Michael himself has circled your house. His sword burns at the entrance, his wings cover the roof, and his presence fills the rooms. Why? Because what you are about to receive is not ordinary. The truth linked to this woman is weighty. It is part of your inheritance. It is part of your identity. It is part of the future that God has been shaping for you. She may have come to leave something behind, or she may have come to take something with her, but either way, her involvement has triggered heaven's movement. My child, the Spirit says you will not remain in confusion forever. You will not sit in your house questioning the silence much longer. For the silence is breaking, and the truth is coming. This woman's role will no longer be hidden in the shadows. Her actions will no longer be wrapped in secrecy. The house itself will testify. The very ground you stand on will begin to reveal. And when it happens, you will look back and understand why heaven kept pressing your heart not to ignore this message. Beloved, you may not realize it, but your home is about to shift. Atmosphere is changing. Energy is being cleansed. Secrets are being exposed. The woman who thought her steps were forgotten will soon become the key that opens the door to your clarity. Heaven says, remain watchful, remain listening, and remain believing. For the hour of unveiling has already begun. My beloved child, the Spirit continues to speak, because your heart is ready for deeper revelation. This is still about the house you are staying in, and the woman connected to it. Do not take this lightly, for heaven never wastes words. Every sentence unfolding before your eyes is being carried directly from the scroll of destiny, and your soul is being aligned with truth you could not have found by yourself. Beloved, your house has been more than just a resting place. It has been a witness. It has stood silently as you wrestled with thoughts in the night, as you asked God questions in the quiet, and as you longed for peace you could not name. And in those same walls, this woman's footsteps echoed. Her presence brushed against your atmosphere. Her energy lingered even after she walked away. Heaven is saying now, the imprint of her presence is the clue you have been waiting for. The Spirit shows me that her connection to your house is not random, nor is it meaningless. It is prophetic. It is intentional. It carries layers that only God Himself could have orchestrated. She may have stepped in thinking it was ordinary, but heaven says her steps were recorded in eternity. And now the book of your life is opening, and her name is being revealed upon its pages. Beloved, this is why your spirit sometimes felt uneasy without reason. This is why moments in your home felt heavy and then suddenly light. Because heaven was drawing your attention to the hidden movement within your own walls. The woman tied to your house is like a signpost. Her involvement is about to direct you to a turning point. And when the revelation comes, you will not only gain understanding, but also freedom. Stay with me, child. Do not scroll away. This is a holy moment. As you stay connected to these words, light is being poured into your very home. If your heart agrees, write, "I receive this light," in the comments, for by declaring it, you are opening the windows of your house to angelic presence. Share this message, let others taste the same awakening. And subscribe, because this is only the beginning of what heaven wants to whisper to you through this channel. Listen carefully, beloved. Archangel Michael has stationed himself at your door, not as a visitor but as a guardian. He is circling the foundation of your home with fire. He is declaring over your roof, "This house belongs to the child of God." And the Spirit says, the woman who was connected to this place will soon serve as the vessel through which your breakthrough arrives. What she knows, what she carries, what she represents, all of it is being drawn into the open. The silence you once endured in your house is being broken. The unanswered questions are being touched by light. And the woman who thought her role was small will soon stand as a key figure in the unfolding of your story. Heaven says, prepare yourself, because what once felt hidden will soon be undeniable. And the very house you dwell in will no longer feel like a place of confusion. It will become a sanctuary of revelation, a temple of truth, a home of peace. Beloved, your spirit already senses it. The shift is near. The unveiling is close. Stay watchful, remain patient, and hold tightly to these words. For your house is about to echo with a new song, and the woman tied to it is part of the reason heaven is moving right now. My beloved child, the Spirit has not yet finished unveiling this mystery. The house you are staying in is carrying a story that must be told, and the woman connected to it is more than just a passing shadow. Heaven says her presence is tied to the very questions you've been asking in silence. She has been a thread in the fabric of your destiny, and now that thread is being pulled so the whole pattern of truth can be revealed. Beloved, have you ever felt that your home speaks back to you? That it holds echoes of the past, whispers of the present, and secrets of the future? Your house has been speaking, and though your natural ears could not hear it, your spirit has always felt it. It is why you sometimes walked through its rooms and felt a chill. It is why you sometimes sat in silence and felt like something was watching. It is why you sometimes prayed and felt the walls pressing closer, as if they were listening. My child, the reason is simple. Your home has recorded the presence of the woman, and heaven is now replaying the memory so you can finally see what was hidden. She thought her actions were invisible, but nothing is invisible before the eyes of God. She thought her steps were forgotten, but every step echoed upward into heaven's record. She thought her words dissolved, but the air itself carried them into angelic ears. And now the Spirit says, what was hidden will no longer remain hidden. The house that once stood silent will now become the loud witness of your story. Beloved, this is why heaven has sent Archangel Michael into your home. His wings have been stretched wide, his sword has been flaming at your doors, and his eyes have been scanning every room. He has seen what others did not. He has marked the woman's presence. And he now declares that her role is coming into the light. She may have thought she walked in unnoticed, but heaven has written her name on the scroll that was sealed for this hour. My child, lean in closer. The Spirit says that your breakthrough is not far away, it is already standing at your doorway. This woman's connection will unlock a moment you never expected. And when it comes, you will finally understand why heaven pressed you to listen, why the angels pulled your attention here, and why your heart could not scroll away. This message is your confirmation. So remain with me, beloved child. Do not move away. If you are still here, type "I receive this confirmation" in the comments. For when you declare it, angels seal it over your house. Share this message, because your obedience may unlock another person's freedom. And subscribe, because every word from heaven that follows will continue to cleanse, reveal, and bless your life. Beloved, the Spirit says the energy in your house is shifting even as you listen. Light is pushing back the weight. Peace is entering the walls. And clarity is filling the rooms. Soon, the very house you dwell in will feel new. The woman's presence may have left shadows, but heaven is turning those shadows into light. And when the full revelation arrives, your house will no longer carry confusion, it will carry testimony. It will stand as a symbol of survival, of answered prayer, of divine protection. Beloved child, this is why you were chosen to hear this message today. Because heaven wanted you to know that your house has not been forgotten, your prayers have not been ignored, and the woman tied to it has not gone unnoticed. Heaven is about to use her story as the key to unlock your next chapter. My beloved child, the Spirit whispers again, because He've